Welcome on in to another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. I'm Terry. I have a guest speaker with me. I should have Weapon X should be joining us. Nick should be joining us, but he might be a little bit late. We have a new person coming on tomorrow, so that should be good. But we might as well just get started here. It's a big slate today, and the others will join us when they're available. First up, there's Weapon X. First up is Edmonton and Calgary. Minus 155 for Edmonton, plus 135 for Philadelphia. A total of 6.5 here. Bring up the stats. Edmonton 1-3 in their last 4, trending towards the over here. Philadelphia 1-4-2 in their last 7, also trending towards the over. Philly 6-1 in the last 7 at home versus Edmonton. This hasn't really been a good spot for Edmonton. If you look at goals for, goals against, the Oilers have the edge here. Power play, penalty kill, Oilers have the edge. Goaltending, though, Carter Hart does have the slight edge here. Save percentage, goals against. He's also very good at home. Today is a dogs are barking day for me. As most of you know, usually I'm more of a favorites person. I'm usually on the favorites, but today, for some reason, the dogs are barking, and the Flyers are my first dog, plus 135, half unit on that, so nothing crazy. But just looking at this spot here, it's been a good home series. The home team usually does well here. Philadelphia has had success. I think Edmonton may come in here, kind of overlook the Flyers, and Flyers might be able to squeak out a win here with Carter Hart. Guest speaker, Edmonton, Philadelphia. What do you think here?
Yeah, these games have typically gone towards the Flyers. You said that earlier. Another thing is these games have normally been high scoring. When these two teams met earlier in the year, is way back early in the fall in October. It was 5-3 Flyers. The only difference is now things have kind of shaken out. Philly's at the bottom of the Metro. They're going to be looking to rebuild, and Edmonton's in the hunt in the playoffs right now. So that's the edge. That's the side I'm taking. I think it just means more to Edmonton. Philly at this point in the season is just playing for pride, and I'm gonna be on I'm probably gonna be on Edmonton money line tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna pair it with, but I like Edmonton in this spot. They've been playing better hockey. We saw them winning. We saw them do not too bad on the road trip of death. They lost 5-3 in Tampa Bay. They beat the Panthers in Florida 4-3, and then they had a close game with Carolina 2-1. So, meanwhile, the Flyers were on a terrible losing streak coming out the All-Star break, and they finally beat up on a Washington team that I don't know what to think of, 2-1. So I'm probably going to be backing the Oilers tonight. I like them in this spot.
All right, yeah, that sports guy agrees with you here. Occupancy asks, does my opinion change if Jones is in net? Yes. I like Flyers because Hart is in net. He has been confirmed. Unless you know something I don't, I hope that he is going to be in net. But we'll see. Super Tuesday card for sure. Weapon X. Or Nathan, did you have something to add?
Yeah. Going back to goalies, we're getting Mikko Koskinen in net tonight. He's been trending ever since the All-Star break in February. He's been trending towards the over. He's given up just about 3 goals in all of them, and the games have been pretty high scoring.
Yeah. Carter Hart was very good in the last game. That's why the Flyers beat the Capitals. We'll see what he can do. Weapon X, what do you think here, Edmonton, Philly?
Oilers puck line. It is what it is. I don't like Edmonton. I think they're just a bunch of disaster franchise with two generational talent, arguably. I mean, one generational talent and Draisaitl, like one of the best superstars that we see in the league right now. But Philly, man, the Flyers have had a horrible season, and I think today they've been playing decently well recently. Some tight games, 2-1 game, but against really teams that can really score and score on the PP, like St. Louis 4-1. Washington, who hasn't done much, beat them. Um, and I mean Carolina, whatever. That was a weird game too, but I think this is a perfect smash button for the Oilers to just, yeah, like Nick said. I think Carter Hart's gonna end race to 3. Is it plus money to race to 3? I'm not sure about that though. Race to 3 might be plus money. Let's see.
Well, sports
No.
guys, his anytime goal scoring prop is plus 200 if he plays.
Race to 3 is minus 120 on my book for the Oilers.
Yeah, I'm punching that in. Sports guy anytime goal plus 200. Let's go. That's a unit right there, boy. He's gonna get lucky today on the ice and at the mall. Yeah, but seriously here, I like McDavid to go crazy here. We haven't seen him go crazy in a while, and I think this is just one of those games where he goes nuts. I do like the Flyers to put up some goals. So if you don't want to take a side, I also like the over. You know what it is. Yeah, that's all you're gonna get from me. Edmonton's puck line, just because the over is juiced, so an over 6.5 at minus 120, whatever it is now, minus 110, I believe, whatever. Oh no, actually, Bet365 has that at plus 100. Yeah, I expect goals in this one. I think I expect goals in the majority of the slates today. I might even punch the salami if I can find it. That'd be nice to see.
Oh,
Haven't played a salami in a while.
1 second. The salami on my book is over under 55.5.
And we have 9 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what? That's again just under 6 or 6, right? Just around 6. And I think some of these games could get out of hand again, like we've seen with the Detroit and Toronto game. So
Columbus, New Jersey.
Yeah, what we're starting
We
what
also
we're starting
have
to see.
Cam Talbot playing.
that
we're
that I
finally
can't wait.
Yeah, I think the Grand Salami might be a good look here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're finally starting to see teams take the breadth of the schedule. This is going to be a rough sprint to the end. There's so many games and so little time. So we're starting to see just mistakes, lapse in focus and goalkeeping, turnovers in the defensive side. I agree. I think we need to start tracking salamis because it might be a valid thing to start seeing.
Yeah, I mean, you said any. We can move on to the next game, but that's it for me right there.
Yeah, Jersey, Columbus. New Jersey minus 105, Columbus minus 115. The total 6.5. I'm on the over here. I'll go through the stats here. New Jersey actually is 4-3-0. 4-3-0 in their last 7. 7-1-1 to the over. Columbus 7-3. 10-3-0 to the over. Both these teams are trending over a lot right now. New Jersey on the road not as good as Columbus at home. The Blue Jackets have won 6 in a row at home versus New Jersey. This hasn't really been a good place for New Jersey. Goals for advantage goes to Columbus. Goals against goes to Columbus. Pretty even power play, pretty even penalty kill here. Hughes, Bratt, Sharangovich. I had all 3 to score yesterday. I had all 3 to get an assist yesterday. All 3 got a goal and an assist. So I went for 6 and 6 in props in this game. I'm going right back to Hughes to score, Bratt to score, Sharangovich to score. I took the assists off just because they were minus 120 in my book instead of the plus money I got them yesterday. So I did go with Sharon Govich over half an assist, though, at plus 185. Sharon Govich to score is plus 300. As I have here, he has goals in 5 of his last 6 games.
Yeah, he has a hot stick, man. And
Yet he's a plus
getting in that,
300.
it's a no-brainer right there.
So Brad is plus 200. Hughes plus 160. These are goal scoring props that I recommend.
Yep.
I'm also on the wagon, first period money line for Devils plus 110, and Jersey team total over 3.5 plus 120. And as I said, the over 6.5. I see goals in this game, as there has been for a while. Guest speaker, what do you think here, Jersey Columbus?
Yeah, talk about that wagon. It has been. The good thing about this back-to-back is it makes this both teams to score first period a whole lot easier for me. It's plus 115 on my book. The Devils, they emphasize scoring early and scoring often, as we saw yesterday, a complete rout. It was 3-0 first period, and the Canucks just gave up after that. But this Jersey offense has been doing it for the past 3 weeks, and it's been a moneymaker. So the fact that it's a back-to-back, the BJs are also emphasizing scoring early too. So I like both these teams to score early, and so I like both teams to score in the first period for plus 115. Yeah, can't hurt staying on this hot Devils team either. And in team totals, period overs, we should see goals tonight, even though we got Merlinkins in net. And who's in net for the Devils tonight? Gillies?
No
Yeah.
confirmed. Yeah.
I mean, it looks like projected Gillies. And didn't Nico Dawes play last night?
Yeah, Dawes
But
played
he's been
last
good
night.
lately.
Yeah.
He's been good for them.
Yeah, so, but I don't think they're going to go with him back to back just
No.
because they don't want to burn him. So, and he's pretty young, right?
Yeah, so we could see it, and this would be a game on the betcast that I would be, if we get Gillies in net with this red hot Devils offense that is just absolutely clicking and cashing everyone all kinds of props. You could see both teams to score. We could see another shootout, very high scoring game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think these teams even go under much lately.
No, they had one game go under 3-1, but the others have been 4-3. 4-3 split. Both teams won a 4-3. So,
I mean, that's already still 7. Yeah, exactly. 4-3, 3-1, 4-3, 4-3, 5-0. But that's when the Devils had no offense back in early 2020 and 2019. So both these teams are a lot better scoring wise, and like we were talking with the current situation in the NHL, with so many games on a short notice, the rule change. We've seen so many power plays. We see so many hat tricks. I think I cashed like 3 or 4 hat tricks this past month just because scoring is kind of the new NHL. It really does not favor teams that play defensively. Look at the Islanders, and it's if you
I just jumped on the last game. That guest speaker and Nick were saying we're talking about this, and I said, "Well, it's got to end sometime." But they talked me into it. I jumped on it yesterday. It cashed.
Today it might end today just because of the back-to-back. They might be a little bit out of juice when it comes to letting in goals. So Columbus also scores a lot of goals in the first period, also at home.
Yeah, another big thing tonight, speaking of defense, is Zach Werenski is still out with an upper body injury for CBJ. So that's 24 minutes of ice time they got to replace there and mix up.
Olquist is also out.
I think Kukak's been playing most of those minutes. What's in it, Kukak?
Yeah, right? Yeah. So we're seeing a tired New Jersey team that came off a big win, and then we're seeing a rested BJ's team that's looking to step up and score some more goals after 2 losses. So I think we get goals in this one, and I think it's going to be up and down. I like it. And no, I think occupancy brought it up. It's not too late to get on the train. It's not too late to get on the train for the Devils. It's kind of like Carolina third period. It's like if Carolina's behind in the third period, that train's been going all season, and we've been live betting that too. It's just Devils do it early, so it's easy to do it before the game.
Yeah, on this game, I might be on 3 different bets. I like the both teams to score with you guys. You can get that at right now on Bet365 at actually plus 125, which is still great value at plus money. I expect a lot of goals, especially in the first. The other one would be a half unit on the over 2.5 in the first period. I think we could easily see 3 goals at least in the first period between these two teams. And finally, I do like Columbus to kind of take it out in second and third period as the game progresses, with New Jersey being on back to back, and with Columbus's numbers against New Jersey at home, it also favors that puck line is still at plus 195. So both of those right now are a look for me on half units. Um, and I'm just gonna crunch the numbers and then punch those. Oliver Bjorkstrand has been on fire lately for Columbus. He has 3 goals against New Jersey, I believe, this season. So that might be another player prop on the other side. Line is always a good idea if you can still get a good, very high plus money on that. We're gonna see power plays in this game, and obviously the over. The over should be definitely punched. That's it for me.
Yeah, as guest speaker mentioned earlier, the Ice Guys are having their betcast again tonight. I'll be on it again. This is actually a very good game to look at. If New Jersey does come out strong here in the first period, tied or winning, getting Columbus at a nice big plus price, most likely I'll be looking at that because they have won 6 in a row at home versus New Jersey. They are finding ways to win. I think New Jersey might come out strong playing last night, but by the third period they might run out of steam there. So yeah, I'll definitely be looking at Columbus live, but I won't be taking them pregame. We'll jump into the next game, third game of the night. Ottawa plus 325 are in Tampa Bay facing the Lightning minus 425. Total of 6 in this game. I'll just start off with this is a pass for me. Tampa Bay 11-2-1, playing great hockey. Ottawa 3-5-1, trending towards the under here. Tampa Bay 3-2-0, last 5 at home versus Ottawa. 6 of their last 10 went over, 2 under, 2 landed on 6. Tampa Bay, the better team, of course. Matt Murray starting, 920 save percentage, 2.65 goals against on this Ottawa team. Tampa Bay's goalie has not been confirmed yet. You would assume that we see Vasilevsky, but it's possible after the Stadium Series outdoor game that they could possibly start Elliott. We'll have to see. This could be a sneaky Ottawa spot, but I'm not getting to it. I think Tampa Bay could be up for a letdown after the Stadium Series game, but Ottawa does have injuries. Apparently, there's a flu that's going through their locker room, so this is a pass for me. Guest speaker, what do you think here? Sens and Tampa, Sens and Bolts.
Yeah, it could be a letdown spot. The only thing that's keeping me there is 1 point separating the top 3 in the Atlantic Division. Florida has 75 points, Tampa Bay has 74, and the Leafs have 74. Tampa Bay has 2 games at hand, but they can't afford. We're in the home stretch of the season. They can't afford to let their guard down against a pesky Sens team that has been playing grinded out, win by a goal hockey. So I like the Lightning. As you said earlier, they're starting to round into form. I mean, there's a reason they're back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. They know how to play some hockey down there in Tampa. So
There's a comment there for you on the screen.
Yeah.
What?
And I don't expect the Senators to go into Tampa. Go into Tampa and beat them like Colorado did 5 games ago. I think this is a Tampa spot. However, there's just no value. This line is just juiced to all get out at minus 415. It's starting to go down finally with people betting, taking that plus 315 ticket on the Senators, but there's just no value. Reg is juiced to minus 265. Lightning over 3.5 is minus 150. The race to 4 is minus 120. That's the only spot I would look at. But then again, if the Lightning are playing great and get out to a 2-goal lead, I don't necessarily think that they'll be too inclined to run the score up, especially with Pittsburgh next up on Thursday.
Yeah, luckily with a huge card, you can pass on games.
And, this is a pass for me.
Nick is joining us. Nick, Ottawa, Tampa. What do you think here?
Hey, I just my internet just crashed for a second. What do you say there?
Ottawa, Tampa. What do you think here?
Yeah, I took a shot in the first period with the big dog here. We have Tampa Bay coming in off the Winter Classic game they played outside of Nashville. They haven't really impressed me too much. I know they've won their first 2 games since the All-Star break, but they're outplayed in both those games. So this is a spot here where I don't trust the Senators to win the full game, but maybe come out and give me an early goal. Tampa Bay, I think, has given up the first goal. And I think they at least did it against Nashville. They lost the first period against Nashville before coming back and winning that game. So I think I got it at plus 230. I took the Sens in the first period.
Yeah, that's not a bad look. The Senators have won the first period and 2 out of the last. They've played 3 times. The Senators have won the first period and 2 out of the 3 games. So I don't mind that look at all.
Oh, I see a comment here from Rich Hill. Roslovic on that second line. Yeah, that's definitely a look. If you can get him somewhere at plus money for Roslovic to get a point, that should almost be automatic. I think right now the projected line is him, Bjorkstrand, and Voracek. So, and that's been their hot line right now. Boone Jenner, Laine, and Nyquist are the first line, but they've been a little more cold. But that's been the hot line for Columbus, and I mean that should definitely get on the board. So I like that look, Lucha.
What do you think about Sens in Tampa?
Yeah, I'll probably be looking at props. I'm just not gonna touch this game because every time I do, somehow whichever way I go, I lose coins on Ottawa games. I either take them and they lose, and when I don't take them, they somehow pull out a win. There's no value on Tampa's puck line. I believe the Lightning smash here, but for me at minus whatever it is, minus 130 for a puck line, that's not going to be a play for me whatsoever in this game.
Yeah. And then, one more angle to Nick's first period is if you don't think that they're going to win, the stats say that they're going to score, that they should score in the first period, the Senators. So first period is minus 105, which is not bad juice for the Senators to score in the first period. Yeah.
Nick, we did go over Edmonton, Philly, New Jersey, Columbus. If you want to quickly run through your plays in those 2.
Yeah, Philly and Edmonton. I like the Oilers in this spot here. I got Edmonton on the puck line at plus 153. I also 2-teamed them with the Carolina Hurricanes later in the slate. And then the other game, New Jersey, I have them in the first period on the money line at plus 105. don't fix what ain't broke. New Jersey in the first period been money the last, I want to say 7 to 10 games. So I'm going to take plus money with both those there. Plus 153-ish for Edmonton puck line and plus 105 New Jersey first period money line.
Perfect. We'll go on to the next game here. Carolina minus 210 is in Detroit plus 175. A total of 6.5 in this game. I've seen that there are some people that are on Detroit today. I am not one of them. Carolina has won 5 straight, 3 games over, 2 under. Detroit 3-3 in their last 6, 5 over, 1 under, 1 landed on 6. Carolina 18-7-2 on the road. Detroit 15-11-3 at home. Carolina 5-2 in the last 7 in Detroit. Most games have gone under. And if you look at stats here, clearly Carolina is the better team in all areas. Teravainen has a goal in 3 straight games, and it'll be Ranta versus Nedeljkovic. Ranta being the backup still has better stats here than Nedeljkovic. In this game, I am on Carolina team total over 3.5. Carolina in regulation. Carolina minus 1.5. And then Teravainen anytime goal, which is plus 225. He's got goals in 3 straight games. Detroit, as we've seen, let's hit a lot of goals. So I'll ride here with Teravainen. Guest speaker, Carolina, Detroit. What do you think here?
Yeah, you said it. Nedeljkovic got absolutely shelled his past 2 outings, giving up 6 goals, and he got yanked halfway through the game against the Leafs. I mean, there's wheels are falling off the bus.
Then he had to come back in though, so he got yanked, and then he had to end up coming back in because the Grace was even worse.
Yeah, there's wheels falling off the bus in Detroit, so I don't think anything's going to stop this absolute train of the Hurricanes team. So
that's because Detroit Motors is bankrupt, bro.
Yeah, not wrong about that. I'm on.
Sorry, Lenny.
Canes. I'm on the Canes. I've got that 2-teamer. I've got that 2-teamer from that Nick was saying earlier too. The second one being the Hurricanes. I'll probably be on the puck line. Yeah, because Canes and Reg it's juiced pretty badly, minus 150. So puck line there, full unit, and then haven't really done an advanced stats analysis on this one, but I'll throw some out at the end. Let the other 2 guys go.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I got Hurricanes and Reg at minus 130. And then Hurricanes team total over 3.5 minus 130. If it's minus 150, yeah, I wouldn't take it at minus 150. But Nick, Carolina, Detroit, what do you think here?
Yeah, this game, I didn't want to play like in regulation or a puck line with Carolina. I think Carolina still wins this game. That's why I threw them together with the Edmonton Oilers. I think they should take care of business as well. And that 2-teamer is plus 140 when I got it. It was, I think, minus 210 for Carolina, minus 160 for Edmonton, something along those lines. And because I can see this being one of those 3-2 in overtime type of games or 4-3 in overtime. So that's why I kind of stayed away from the reg line or the puck line. I could see this being one of those games. Also, keep in mind, this is Nedeljkovic's first time facing the Carolina Hurricanes, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So this could be a game where he potentially stands on his head. So I don't want to mess with reg lines or puck lines again with that, even though he got lit up in his last start. So I like Carolina in a 2-teamer, and that's just about it.
I totally forgot that. This is his. He's facing Carolina for the. I don't know. I'm guessing it's the first time, but yeah.
No, he faced him in their 5-3 loss earlier in the year. Gave up. Yeah, he gave up. I think he got yanked too. No, they got an empty netter. He gave up 4 goals though before the Canes got an empty netter at the end of it.
Turnsy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't be chirping my wings, by the way.
Yeah. Up next, what do you think here about the Red Wings and Carolina?
Did I say something false? Is Detroit Motors back in business or? Is it dead? I don't know. I don't live in Detroit, so that's the last thing I heard. Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys need to do something about your defense and goaltending. I think Nedeljkovic. Yes, I get the revenge spot of being drafted by Carolina and then being traded right after. But Nedeljkovic looks like a midget in nets. Like, he's a small goalie. He's a really small goalie, and Detroit has been horrible on high danger chances, especially in the first period. I mean, Chicago came home to you guys and literally let on five goals on you on the first period, and then we saw that last game with Toronto. I don't expect another 17 goal game. I couldn't even count it. How many fucking goals were scored in that again? But I'm gonna take the one bet that Carolina has burned me on a couple of puck lines. I think this is the one puck line. If this puck line doesn't cash, Carolina will be. I'll be off on Carolina's puck lines for good. I think they're just gonna play like this for the rest of the season, just win games, playing like that. But for me, it's Carolina puck line. Teravainen, anytime goal. I think that entire line might score a goal each. Vetch, Aho, Teravainen. They all score against Detroit anyways, historically. Ned saves are at 30 over. That depends if he gets yanked or not. That might be risky, again, because if Carolina kind of gets back on scoring those 7 goals a game, sorry, Turnsy, it's just what I see on the ice. It's nothing personal, really. That's just what I see.
All right. We have Money Mac joining us. He is on the road. I'll unmute you there, Money Mac. We went through the first 4 games. Edmonton, Philly, New Jersey, Columbus, Ottawa, Tampa, Carolina, Detroit. What do you like here?
Today, I absolutely love the Edmonton Oilers. I'll start there. Going to take them in reg, and I'm going to take Sprink on the puck line, plus 160. You guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just classic because I love that. I love that
right.
confidence.
Yeah, so I'm on Edmonton minus 110 in reg, and for a unit, and then a half a unit on the puck line. And then going over to the Columbus Jersey game, I haven't checked lately. Can anybody tell me who's in net for Jersey? Is it Gillies?
Nobody's confirmed yet.
It looks like it's Gilly. He hasn't been confirmed yet.
Okay. Well, if Gillies is the case, I'm gonna be going with Columbus money line at minus 115. I was just kind of waiting around all day to hear that. I seen he was projected, but I didn't know if he got confirmed yet. But more than likely, you know what? I'll lock it in anyways, because I believe Columbus is gonna catch Jersey in a spot here after a good game. So I'm gonna take the Jackets on the money line minus 115. I haven't done any in-depth research like I normally have. Looking at Tampa, Ottawa, obviously you got the money line juiced. It's 450 at the book I'm looking at right now, and minus 250 for the regulation line, and minus 160 on the puck line, which I just can't take. History does point to the over in this series. I know the last two games in this series has gone under, but I'm going to take the over 6 at minus 105. If Ottawa's going to win this game, it's going to be in a shootout. Goals back and forth. I can't see them winning this in a low scoring game here. Tampa's always got the firepower to put up 6 on their own. So I'm going to take the over 6 at minus 105 in that game. And then Carolina, Detroit. Don't really like laying 210 on the money line. So I'm going to ride the minus 130 Carolina in regulation. And I will also sprinkle, just like Edmonton, I'm also going to sprinkle the puck line here. I give you some props, but I haven't done any prop research yet today. So no props for me at the moment for these first four. But, I mean, you can't go wrong with Draisaitl, anytime goal scorer. Even Hyman has some good value. He's been putting up goals lately. And then Kucherov, he's always a threat to score, and the books haven't really adjusted his number down as much as I expected them to. And then Patrick Laine in Columbus, he's been lighting the lamp, as well as Jack Hughes. I believe all those guys are definitely a good look at a anytime goal scorer prop tonight.
All right, perfect. Guest speaker, I guess you have something to add here. Turnsey, you're going to want to listen to this.
Yeah, I was digging through. I told y'all I'd find y'all some advanced stats. I was digging through some good stuff. And the last time Carolina gave up a goal in the first period, you'd have to go all the way back to early February when they lost to the Senators 4-3 in Ottawa. Until then, there's been some 0-0s, but they've been dominating first period. They have not that defense has come out and they've come to play some defensive Carolina style hockey. I know we've been frustrated with them not hitting the over, but that's part of it. They have not been letting teams contribute to that over in the first period. They've been playing rock solid defense. So I just put a full unit on Detroit team total under a half goal first period for plus 115. I don't think this Detroit offense gets it in gear. I think they run into this stone wall we've been seeing for a month now. And
all right.
Yeah, I mean, Carolina controls the pace of games so well. They almost puck possess like almost at a 60 clip, I would say, compared to a lot of teams. So there isn't much opportunity to score in general. The only game we've seen that they lost like that was the Florida game. And that's because, I mean, we know the firepower that Florida has, and they don't need much to put it in the back of the net. Whereas Detroit, I feel like they need that pace, they need that feel for the puck, and if you don't get it, I don't think you're gonna get goals. So I completely agree with the guest speaker.
All right, we'll move on here to the next game. Calgary is in Minnesota. Calgary minus 125. Minnesota plus 105. A total of 6.5 in this game. The Wild got smashed by the Flames in Calgary, their last game out. Calgary 13-2 in their last 15. 8 over, 3 under, 4 landed on 6. The Wild, the last 7 games, 6 have gone over, 1 under. The Wild have lost 5 of their last 6. They do have a good home record. However, Calgary has been successful in Minnesota. If you look at goals for, goals against, Calgary is a slight goals against edge here, but the Wild are the second best scoring team at home, 4.43 goals a game. Power play, a slight edge for Calgary, and a penalty kill pretty even here. Markstrom versus Talbot. Talbot has not been good this year. 910 save percentage, 2.94 goals against. He has not been good lately. I'm not backing the Wild today. I'm watching as a fan. I will be on the Ice Guys Betcast. Maybe I can get involved if people twist my arm. I know a lot of people are on the Wild today. I can't do it at this moment with how things have been going. I am on the Wild team total over 3.5 though, which is plus 135. I do think they get goals in this. I'm also on the over 6.5 in this game. And one goal scoring prop for you, Frederick Gaudreau. He plays in between Matt Boldy and Kevin Fiala. He has goals in back-to-back games, and he is plus 450. plus 450 to score.
That's all.
He's playing between two really good players that have been passing him the puck because most of the time the other players are defending Fiala and Boldy, and Gaudreau is right there in the middle open with nobody around him. So he has been getting the puck. So Gaudreau, anytime goal at plus 450. I had to bet that.
Do it. Skatey? Oh my god.
Yeah, so Money
I've
Mac.
yet to do my shoey. I
Yeah,
haven't even done my
Money
shoey.
Mac and Weapon X. One of the people in the chat, Carlos, has been asking when you guys are going to do a shoey due to the Leafs loss and Avalanche loss last week. I told him we'll get it done on a Saturday sometime when you two are both on. So we'll see what we can do. Guest speaker, Flames and Wild. What do you think here?
Oh, man. These two teams. What do we do with these two teams? The Flames kind of hurt me pretty bad. They burned me pretty badly when they got absolutely stomped their first road game since the All-Star break in Vancouver. This is their second away game. Do I trust them? I don't know. They've been playing hot, but it's all been at home. It's all been at home. I don't know. I'm probably going to pass and see how both these two teams play. Stats are saying that we're going to see goals and we're going to see them early and often, but I don't know. It's a pass for right now. I will be live betting this game though.
All right, Nick, what do you think here? Flames and Wild.
Yeah, this line's moved a little bit here. Yesterday, Calgary was even money when I jumped in on them there.
Yeah, they were the dog, and now they're the favorites.
Now they're minus 125. So I beat a little bit of a line movement there. I'm on the Calgary Flames here at even money. This is plain simple. I need to see something from Minnesota before I back them again. And Calgary's, other than that one bad loss against Vancouver, looks phenomenal as of late. And I feel like this is just another spot where they're just gonna play the type of hockey they have to, and they're gonna just get the win. So even money, I don't know if I would play it now at minus 125. I wouldn't be playing this at minus 125, but at even money, I saw some value there with the Calgary Flames. So that's where I went with this one, with Flames money line.
All right, Money Mac. What do you think here? Flames and Wild.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I've had connection issues here. You guys been going in and out. I've had to jump in and jump out. Flames and Wild. Yeah, like it was pretty much all said that you could say about this game. One team's going in one direction right now, and Wild are kind of going in the opposite. Wild are still in a great spot for the playoffs, but with the way Calgary's been playing, I've been riding them lately quite a bit. And yeah, they had that one bad loss to Vancouver, and then they responded right back after that. The Flames are 4-0 in the last 4 meetings here as well. But I did take the Calgary. 25. You can talk about not being there, but
yeah, you're cutting out. We'll come back to him. We'll come back to him. Weapon X, what do you think here? Calgary and Wild.
I'm just gonna probably enjoy this game until the Avalanche game starts. I think I don't really have an opinion. I would love to back Minnesota now at plus money, but I need to see them stand up on their head at home, and with Talbot in, man, I don't know. So for me, Kaprizov anytime goal at home.
Right now, I'm staying off him because of current events in the world.
Yeah, but he has scored against the Flames.
Yeah, he scored in the last game.
Most of his goals come at home. In 20 games at home, he has 13 goals, and he's got 24 goals in 49 games. So he mostly scores at home. If you can get plus 200 on Kaprizov, it's definitely a punch. I think he's that talented of a player that you can break out any day. It's kind of like Matthews. You got to give the respect, and if you can get that line that high or even a plus 180, I would definitely probably look at props in this one. To be honest, if we're gonna expect goals, is it Markstrom on the other side confirmed?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Minnesota has to get it going because they can't afford to drop that lead on the division, no? So, might be a live game bet. We'll see. That could totally also be a live game bet based on how the game goes. Yeah, I got nothing official on this game as a side.
No worries. We'll move on along. We still got 4 games here. Nick, do you have to go? Or
Yeah, in like 2 minutes here.
okay, just zip through the last 4 games.
Yeah.
Montreal, Winnipeg,
let me
Islanders,
get
Colorado.
the slate up on my computer here. Yeah, Montreal and Winnipeg. This is pretty plain and simple for me. I'm going to keep riding the the wagon right now. That is the Montreal Canadiens, which sounds really weird if we would have said this 3 weeks ago. I got them at plus 201, and I got them plus 160 in the first period. I like the Canadiens here. They've been a team that's made me money the last few days. Islanders and Avalanche. I was looking at this game a little bit further, and I actually made a play here with the Isles in the first period at plus 195. We've seen this a few times where we saw this against Winnipeg. We saw this against Vegas when Colorado played them. They lose first periods often, and then they come back and they do what they do. So I can easily see this be 1-0 Isles at the end of the first, and then the Avalanche win this game 5-2. Like it could be one of those types of games there. So I'm asking for 20 good minutes of hockey here for the New York Islanders. First period money line at plus 195. Another first period play and a full game under for Vegas and the San Jose Sharks, and then Vegas first period on the puck line. That's been a play I've been playing a decent amount, was that Vegas first period. I can see this being 1-0, 2-1 at the end of the first, and then finish 3-2. So I can see the Sharks also winning this game straight up. I don't trust the Vegas Golden Knights full game tonight. That's why I only played them in the first period. Boston and the Anaheim Ducks, I got to nothing this one. This one was a complete pass for me to end the night. I was leaning under in this game, and I leaned towards, I guess, the home Ducks. But I mean, I didn't get involved in this one there, so a pass to end the slate there. So Habs first period full game, Isles first period, and the Vegas Golden Knights first period puck line and the under 6.
Perfect. I'll announce your best bet at the end. Thanks for coming. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you.
Okay, so we are on Montreal and Winnipeg. Montreal plus 185, Winnipeg minus 225 here. Total of 6. I'm breaking my promise. I made a promise earlier in the year that I would not bet Montreal at all after the way they were playing. But I'm breaking that today. I'm breaking my promise. Montreal
effect.
They won 5 games in a row. They're trending towards the under here. Jets 1-3-1 in their last 5, not playing well. Montreal 5-1-2. Their last 8 in Winnipeg. Those games are trended over. Obviously, Winnipeg has the better stats here, except for penalty kill. Winnipeg's penalty kill is really, really bad, even worse than Montreal's. Montembeault is in net. Hellebuck for the Jets. I'm on the Habs money line. It's plus 185. I got it at plus 185. I like the Habs here. I think they get the win and keep their win streak going. What do you think here, Habs and Jets?
Yeah, there's a couple angles here. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I like Montreal in this game too. I wish you getting like a plus 200, that would have been nice. But at plus 185, a half unit on it is also a pretty good idea. You get almost a unit back as profit. I think we get both teams to score in the first period in this one. Jets score in the first period, and now lately they've been getting scored on in the first period too. And they're pretty bad when it comes to defensive breakdowns. So I feel like Montreal can totally get at least one. Winnipeg gets one in the first. That's plus 160 on both teams to score in the Winnipeg Jets, Montreal Canadiens.
Awesome.
And that's one dog I like today too. I am fading the Jets. I mean, this talented of a team with no IQ whatsoever, no good coaching, no clear direction of how to play. It's very dysfunctional right now in Winnipeg.
All right. Money Mac, Montreal, Winnipeg. What do you think here?
Just like you guys, I'm on Montreal here. I can't back the Jets the way they're playing. They've burnt me a couple times in the last week. And Montreal has not, surprisingly. Since that game against Toronto there, they've been playing fantastic. And, getting 185 on them. I can't turn that down with the way they're playing. So it's just another dog I like tonight. There's a few of them, but, so I'm taking Montreal money line plus 185.
Awesome.
They are 7-3 in the last 10 meetings in Winnipeg, and they are 5-0 in the last 5 meetings overall. So they definitely got some trends in their direction, which just made me more confident in taking tonight. The underdogs also 6-2. So with the way Winnipeg's been playing and those trends pointing to Montreal, it was a no-brainer to take Montreal tonight.
Awesome. Guest speaker, Montreal, Winnipeg. What do you think here?
Yeah, the reason the Jets have been letting everyone down is because they don't start well at home. And the team that used to be the worst first period team in hockey that was a wagon was the Canadiens until they fired their coach. The Jets essentially, with this losing streak, got eliminated essentially from the playoffs. They have like a 7% chance to make it now if Nashville and Dallas absolutely choke. So the Habs are playing for a new coach and for pride because they've just been everyone's punching bag for a while. And the Jets don't have no motivation to play well at home. The last 5 home games, they haven't won a first period. And some of those first period losses include the Kraken. So I'm gonna be on the Habs and the Habs early. I don't know. I've already got a ticket for the Habs to win. Terry, didn't you say you had them to win?
Yeah, Montreal money line.
Yeah, we're all on Montreal dog right now, and I'm on both teams.
Yeah,
Both
that's
teams.
my dog. I like them early. The Habs have been coming out guns blazing first period. Habs first period money line plus 140. The Habs to score first period minus 120. Those are both on my card as well as the money line. Who needs big games when you have teams in good spots like this?
Yep.
Wait,
we'll move on.
They Habs to score in the first is plus 120.
Minus 120.
Oh, minus 120. Wow. I would have jumped on that like a.
We'll jump into the next game here.
Up on my girl, whatever.
Three more to go. Islanders plus 240 are in Colorado minus 300. Total 6 in this game. Islanders 2-1-2 in their last 5, trending towards the over. Colorado 5-1 in their last 6, 3-2-1 to the over. Isles 10-14-4 on the road. Colorado 22-3-2 at home. They now have, I think, the best home record in the league now because of Florida losing lately. Colorado 5-1 at home, won a 1 over 5 under in the last 6 meetings versus the Islanders. The Islanders have the advantage here in penalty kill. Otherwise, the Avs have an advantage everywhere. Goaltending pretty even here. Pretty good save percentage and goals against for both these teams. I was originally looking at Colorado on the puck line, but with Sorokin in net, I'm not sure if I can pull the trigger on that. So I went with the under. I took the under at minus 120. I think we could get a low scoring game here. I think Colorado could probably win this 4-1. Maybe 4-2. Maybe it could be a close game. I'm not sure. So I just went with the under because I don't see a lot of goals. Weapon X, Knicks Islanders versus your Colorado. What's happening tonight?
Looking at the history of these two teams, it mostly goes under. But this Isles team is this is a bad spot, I think, for the Isles right here. Banged up, no Barzal. Yes, I know Sorokin is solid goalie, but again, this is a road game. The Avalanche have been coming out slow in the first period. I think in the last couple of practices, Bednar has made sure that doesn't happen again, because there's only so many comebacks you can afford to get, and you don't want to start slow, especially going into the playoffs and going into the last part of the season. You don't want to start games slow. So for me here, it would probably be the puck line is actually not bad at almost even money on cool bets at minus 105 for Colorado. I love them to beat the Islanders by more than 2 goals. I might be on some Devon Tape's props here. He is facing his old team. Occupancy was talking about that. If you can have him to get a point at plus money, I think you should definitely take that. Most of his goals, he's got 9 goals, 7 of them are at home. This is a Niles team that gives up goals from the back end, and both Makar and Taves could get on the board here for the Avalanche, especially on a power play. I believe Taves is captaining the second unit power play as of right now, with Girard on the back end. So that's definitely a look for him. I think anytime goal scorer right now is at plus 500, if I'm not mistaken. So even for him to score a goal against his old team, Devontae, where are you, my boy? Sorry, not plus 500, but plus 425. That's still a good price right there. Sprinkle a quarter unit. That still brings you to a unit profit easily right there. I'll be on some McKinnon props, obviously. He's been hot. He wants to score more. He started the season slow in the scoring spot, and those 2 lines now moving Landeskog on the second. I think he's going to give trouble for the Islanders. And I'm also on the Avalanche first period puck line at plus 110.
Awesome. Money Mac, Islanders, Avalanche. What do you think here?
Yeah, I don't have a great read on the side of this game. Like, obviously Colorado's the better team and they're fantastic at home. I just something's telling me don't take the Avs on the side today. I do lean to the over, even though the under is trending in this series, just based on the fact that Colorado can go off at any given time. And I do think the Islanders have some question marks in goaltending. But I do like the Avs team total over 3.5 at minus 135. I think that Avs are going to get at least 4 in this game. And if the Islanders are going to win, obviously they're going to need to put up some numbers too. But I just, like you said, Terry, I could see this game being a low-scoring game. I can see it being a 4-1, so that's why it's just a lean to the over for me. So I'm just on Colorado team total over 3.5, minus 135.
All right. I guess
And then I'll just double. Oh, you want me to double back? I'll double back to the Calgary game really quick. I'm taking the Flames money line. Took it late. I got minus 125. I'm not worried about the value being gone in that. The way Calgary is playing right now, still getting minus 125 on them. Yeah, it's a good Winnipeg or a good Minnesota team, but I still think getting minus 125 the way this Flames team's been playing is great. So I'm going to be on the Flames money line as well.
All right. 2 games left. We'll try to zip through these. Guest speaker will be coming back here in just a moment. Boston is in Anaheim. Boston played last night, won 7-0. Last night was a great night for the show. 6-2 in best bets. However, my best bet was LA. So unfortunately, I lost. So let me bring up the stats here. Boston 5-1-1 in their last 7, trending towards the under. The Ducks 2-5-1 in their last 8, trending towards the over. Ducks 5-1 in their last 6 at home versus Boston. They've been successful against the Bruins. Allmark versus Gibson, pretty even numbers here. Pretty even numbers. Power play, penalty kill. Pretty even numbers overall here. I am taking Anaheim money line, which I got at plus 150. I just feel like this could be a letdown spot here for Boston, getting the big win last night and now having to play again the next night. Remember, they are an Eastern Conference team on a road trip, and now they are in California, second night of a back-to-back against a team they've struggled against. I'll take the Ducks here. Weapon X, what do you think here? Boston, Anaheim.
Well, man. Boston's on back-to-back. There's nothing I can say. They've been playing really well. Swayman has been on fire for that team, honestly. I think he's rookie of the month, if I'm not mistaken, in the NHL. But it is Allmark. And the only thing that I'd be looking at here is probably the over. And this one, again, I can't back Anaheim right now, even at home. They've been pretty horrendous, and it doesn't look like it's a quick fix for them. So I think this is also a revenge game for Boston. I believe the Ducks beat them at home last time. I think it was a 5-3 game, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see this. I remember well the Ducks. That's when the Ducks used to score a lot in the first period, and they kind of took Boston by storm. Yeah, 5-3 was in Boston with Gibson in nets. For me here, it might be probably an over 6 if I can have this line move to over 6 on Bet365. I know on CoolBet it's already there, and it's already at plus 116. So over 6 at plus 116. Like I said, I like goals tonight in most games. I also do like the over in the Avalanche game. I know games have gone under recently. I think this is just one of those spots where Colorado can take advantage of this shorthanded Isles team, and frankly, a slower team than it has been in past years.
All right. Money Mac, Boston, Anaheim. What do you think here?
Yeah, Boston, they've been playing pretty good as of late, as I hate to say it. this California road. This their third game of this California road trip, and they are 2-0 so far. I was on Anaheim the other night against the Isles, and they let me down big time. Definitely thought that was a good spot for the Ducks to take advantage of a struggling Islanders team, but didn't really come through that way. Terry, don't worry, I was on the Kings last night too, so I'm right there with you. But yeah, I'm looking minus 170 on Boston. It's a little tough to stomach. I am going to take the over 3.5 at plus 105 for Boston. And then just because I think Boston's going to want to, I think Boston wants to sweep this California road trip. Then they go to Vegas on Thursday. They're in Vegas. So they have a day off in between this game and the Vegas game. So I think they're going to want to sweep this trip, celebrate either in Cali or fly out to Vegas real quick and enjoy the scene there. So that's a little preview for what I'm going to be on come Vegas, Boston on Thursday there. But I like Boston tonight, so I'm going to take the regulation line at minus 105 and over 3.5 at plus 105.
Okay, we'll jump right into the last game. We're running a little bit behind here on the normal. San Jose plus 200 in Vegas, minus 240, total 5.5 in this game. The Sharks 2-1-1 in their last 4. Vegas 1 win in their last 6 games. Vegas has been successful against the Sharks all time. They're 8-1-1 at home versus San Jose. Reimer versus Leonard. Reimer actually has the better stats here, slightly. I'm taking the Sharks. They're another one of my dogs. It's a dog day for me. Normally I'm a favorites guy, but today the dogs are barking, and this is another one of them. The Sharks are plus 200, a half unit play, so nothing crazy, but I could see the Sharks getting the upset here, along with others. Weapon X, San Jose, Vegas. What do you think here?
Only thing I can look at is Vegas first period, and then and probably the over. I think we see goals in this game. Sharks have been pretty bad at home, but they've actually put up goals on the road, and Vegas has allowed late game goals. So I like maybe like a 3-3 game with OT. Where we hit a 7, like a 4-3 game in overtime. But at minus 238, I cannot back up the Knights right now, and they're again without Pacioretty, which is again a big loss on that offense. They don't have much offense in general to go with on those 4 lines. So probably for me, another over 6 here at plus 104. Even money, whatever that is. On Bet3Slide, it's also over 5.5 at minus 125. So that's a little too much juice for me to pay. But yeah, and then Vegas in the first period should be a look
Plus 125.
plus 125 on the puck line. So Vegas to come out strong at home. Why not?
All right. Guest speaker, final games, 2 games of the night. Boston, Anaheim, San Jose, Vegas. The floor's ours.
Oh, Boston, Anaheim. I know Bruins are off a back-to-back, but this game means something to them. Ducks beat them 5-3 earlier in January. They put Swayman in last night, although Swayman's been pretty good. I think Olmark's still their number 1 and who they would throw to start off a playoff series. And they want revenge. This Ducks team, they're clowns. I mean, they're kids. They can get hot, but we're getting into the stretch of it, and they're just clowns, man. So Boston's going to take care of business. Boston's coming into playoff shape. They're chasing Toronto in the Atlantic. I think we've seen the Bruins play well. They're on a streak. They've beaten good teams, Colorado, and they're absolutely embarrassing LA last night. I think they're going to take it to this Ducks team that beat them back in January. I'm on the Bruins. Real quickly, Sharks, Golden Knights. Two teams that have not been playing well recently. I know Vegas has had some injuries that they've been dealing with on and off, but this Sharks team is just absolutely not good. So I'm not gonna. There's other dogs today that we like, and I would not be pitching coin at the San Jose Sharks. Although Vegas is beat up, it's Vegas at home. They beat them. They beat them earlier in February, 4-1. I think they're going to continue get right back on the road even without Passeretti. They got Marchessault back against San Jose, I believe, or against Colorado. He scored, so they should get back to business and take it to the Sharks team that is just not good.
All right. Yeah, I'm kind of on my own little island here on some of these dogs, but it is what it is. Money Mac, Sharks of Vegas. What do you think here?
Well, grabbing my boat and I'm coming to your island here, Terry. I like the Sharks tonight. Can't give you any reason why. Both, like what was just said, both teams haven't been playing well lately. And the Sharks, they haven't been great all year. They've had some glimpses of some bright spots, but overall they haven't. They obviously haven't had a great year. But just looking at this game, just trying to look past all the standout numbers and all the trends that say this and that, and the way Vegas has been playing lately. I'm taking a shot with the Sharks tonight. I think this is a rivalry game for them. They're going to want to get a game at least out of this series. They just lost to them on February 20th, 4-1. And I think tonight, towards the end of the season, they're getting hungrier. Guys got contracts to play for, jobs to play for. And this is probably a game they've got highlighted on their schedule. So I'm going to take a shot with the Sharks tonight on the money line at plus 200.
Awesome. I like it. IceX, all my plays are on my spreadsheet. The link to the spreadsheet is in this video. You can also find everybody's best bets. And that's a good segue into best bets, best parlay pieces.
Mind if I go first?
Sure.
All right, sorry, I just pulled into the driveway. The kids are waiting for me. Quickly, best bet. I'm going to take a swing for the fences, try to get some of these units back. I'm going to go with Montreal money line.
All right.
And best.
There's actually 197. Nick has it at, so that's what you got, plus 197.
I'll take that. And then best parlay piece, I am going to go with the over in Ottawa, Tampa.
Okay. Best parlay piece, you can take it at any odds, so I'll give you over 5.5.
All right, perfect.
Tampa Bay, Ottawa, over 5.5. All right, thanks for coming, Money Mac. We'll see you again when you're free.
All right. Thank you very much for having me, Terry. All right, good luck tonight, guys.
See ya.
All right, bye.
Guest speaker, we'll talk to you later. I already have your best bets on here, so we'll talk to you later. I'll take you off here.
Yeah, thanks for hosting, Terry.
Yeah, no problem. Weapon X, what do you think here?
Oh, yeah. Best bet, huh? We're back at it.
Everybody's plus money.
Can't shy away today.
Every best bet is plus money for everyone so far. So.
Okay. Fuck.
And for the viewers, once Weapon X says his, I'll run through everybody's. I'll say what everybody's is. And then, as I said, you can find the link to the spreadsheet in the description, also on the YouTube page as well. But yeah, Weapon X, what do you think here for best bet?
I want to go with a prop because everything's plus money. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Plus 300.
I thought about Sharangovich to score.
Yeah,
plus
that's
300. I'm like, ooh, I want to do it, but no, I didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I did it once. So I don't remember if that's the one that cashed. No, it wasn't the best bet, but I had almost a full unit on Sharangovich.
Over under 2.5 beers for you tonight, Weapon X.
Over 2.5 beers?
Yeah. How many beers are you having? Over under 2.5?
I need to go buy beer right now, and it's a fucking snowstorm.
Turnsy's taking the over.
Might chug the wine bottle I still have in the fridge. Let's just put it at that. Fuck. What do I get here? Man, Sharangovich is juiced on my book. It's plus 275. Not even plus 300.
But 365, it's plus 300, so you would get plus 300. That's the best that I've seen it.
Okay, that's
if you want it.
Yeah. Best bet. Give me Oliver Bjorkstrand to anytime goal scorer. Plus what is it? Plus 240. It's on bet 365. Is it the same? Is it a little more? No, it's less. But on William Hill, I have him at plus 240, and on Cool Bet, probably going to be around the same. Where are you? Yeah. That's why I always shop around for gold props, because sometimes books are fucking retarded. I'll put a guy at plus 240 on one and then plus 160, 150 on the other.
All right, I gave you plus 240.
Plus 240.
The biggest plus money bet of the night for best bet. So
it is what it is. I
can
think
make up some ground if you get it.
He scores at home. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. So it bodes
all right,
well.
Parlay piece.
Parlay piece. Get me Devon Taves to get a point against his old squad, the New York Islanders.
Taves over 0.5 points. Okay, I will run through everything quickly. For me, New Jersey first period money line plus 110 for my best bet. The Wild team total over 2.5. Parlay piece. Weapon X, as he said, Bjorkstrand anytime goal for best bet. Taves over 0.5 point for parlay piece. Money Mac Montreal money line. Tampa Bay over 5.5 for his parlay piece. Nick also went Montreal money line. Carolina money line for his parlay piece. Nathan Vegas first period puck line plus 125. New Jersey Columbus over 5.5 as his parlay piece. Cargod sent his in. He is going with my Minnesota money line plus 110 for his best bet. Colorado money line as his parlay piece. Vito sent his in. Vegas puck line plus 105. Best parlay piece is Calgary, Minnesota over 5.5. Tim, Anaheim money line plus 155. Best parlay piece, Carolina money line. And Melissa sent hers in. Calgary, Minnesota over 6.5 plus 100. And Colorado money line for her parlay piece. So that is it. As I said, if you want to find everybody's best parlay piece or best bet, the link to the spreadsheet is in this description as well. You can find my picks there each day. Best of luck to everybody tonight. If you haven't followed us on the Getting Wild with Terry and Friends Twitter page, do that. I also post the results each day. So best of luck to everybody tonight. Ice Guys Betcast in 40 minutes. So I hope to see you guys there. I'm going to be getting the bottle of vodka out, and it should be a good night to watch some hockey and have some drinks.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. Turnsy, Ice X. Thanks you all.
I'm showing it.
For always signing in, man. We love the interaction on on the chats. That's one of the things we look forward the most to kind of interact with you guys. So we appreciate it. Even though we slander your team sometimes, it is what it is. We all talk our shit about hockey.
Yeah, Turnsy knows we're on his side here.
So
the Wings will be good in a few years, Turnsy. Don't worry, and then you'll.
Yeah, they have a bright future, man. Stevie Y knows what he's doing. That's a Hall of Famer right there. So don't worry.
For sure. Everyone smash the like button. Best of luck. I will see you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern.